We talk a lot about accessories here on this channel, but really the accessory that I use the most is my phone. I use it to talk to my team. I use it to keep track of my to-do list. I use it to shoot photos, videos. I even edit all of my photos right here on my phone. I just upgraded to the new iPhone 16 Pro. I went with the same storage that I had on my last phone, 512 gigabytes, because I pay for iCloud storage anyway, so this is all I need. And I went with the natural titanium. Last year I got the 15 Pro in natural titanium for personal use, and then the 15 Pro in blue titanium for business. Now, I'm probably not gonna upgrade my blue business phone until next year for a few reasons. And I'll tell you my personal thoughts about the new iPhone and whether or not I think it's worth the upgrade later in this video. Today, I wanna show you how I use my phone on a daily basis to build my businesses, to grow my social media, and to stay organized. This is such a powerful tool that we have at our disposal, so I try to squeeze everything that I can out of these phones. Let's start with some of the apps that will be really helpful to young entrepreneurs, content creators. These apps keep my businesses organized, and I'll start with Trello. Trello is this app that I started using in January of this year when I did a complete overhaul of my digital systems. Trello is great. They describe themselves as the ultimate teamwork project management tool. Now, the way that we use it might be different from other people, but we like to use it to keep track of our social media content production. So when I go into it here, I mean, all of these videos that you see on my channel, first of all, they're extremely time consuming. And on average, 6 people work on each of these videos, like myself, a videographer, an editor, a graphics designer, my assistant, my content manager. It goes on and on. It goes through a lot of stages before it ever goes live on YouTube. So Trello helps me keep track of which stage each of the videos are in. So for example, we have one pillar of ideas, and we have ideas for grooming videos, fashion videos, self-help, masculinity, etc. We go forward and pull that video into researching. From researching, we pull that video into scripting. From scripting, then it goes into shooting. As you can see, I'm shooting the what's on my iPhone 16 Pro video, and then it goes into editing. So as soon as I'm done shooting my video, I'm just gonna bring it to editing, and it goes right then and there. And then once it's done editing, we bring it to review on frame, and then ready to publish, so on and so forth. So this is really good for you guys if you want to keep track of your content. And this is just for my YouTube content, by the way. I have different boards for IG, TikTok, community posts, emails, right? Keeping track of the content progress is really important to me so that I can just go on to Trello and within seconds, I know the status of my content. Now that I know where things are, which videos are being edited, what we're posting, etc., I go on to the next app to communicate with my team. And for that, we use Slack. Slack is an app where I can instantly reach my team on the go or at my desk. Now, you might say you can do that via email, you can do that via text message, but emails are too slow. Text messages aren't organized. Slack lets you create different channels with specific people. So I have one for videos with my team members that work in that area, right? Or one for branding with those guys that work in branding. For example, if I click on design brand identity, we have a bunch of different photos and brand identity content here, just deciding where to take the brand next. I have a bunch of channels for my team at Forte Series, like product development, launch strategy, so on and so forth. So honestly, it's an incredible app, and I'm so glad that we use Slack now as opposed to WhatsApp, which is what we did before. And it just sounds so like old, so outdated, but it's just a lot more organized, has a lot more business capabilities over WhatsApp. Now, I still use WhatsApp to talk to my family because they live overseas in Brazil, so that's all they use over there, but business is done on Slack. Of course, my favorite app at the moment is probably everyone's favorite app at the moment, and that is ChatGPT. And you know, it's my favorite app today, but it'll probably end us all one day. Until then, we're gonna live it up, right? And we're gonna ask it things like, hey, I'm meeting a girl for dinner, she's a lawyer. What's a good joke I can tell to break the ice?
How about this? Why don't lawyers play hide and seek? Because good luck hiding when everyone's looking for you. It's a lighthearted way to call,
okay.
Especially
that
in a
was
room full of legal.
really bad, really horrible. Thanks for that horrible joke. I use it every single day. It helps me with research, to get new product ideas for Forte, to get gift suggestions for someone's birthdays. I mean, this is epic. It's like having a virtual assistant, right? And it's only gonna get better. To be honest, as much as I like the new phone, it's kind of the same as the previous one, besides some small improvements here and there. What I'm looking forward to the most is the new Apple Intelligence, which is supposed to be coming out in the next few months. So I'm just excited to have a legit virtual assistant who knows me, who helps me stay organized, helps me get things done. I mean, imagine just asking your phone to call the airline company to book or change a flight, right? Or asking my phone, hey, send my editors all the videos from my phone that I'm wearing a leather jacket in so they can use it in a video, right? I mean, this is just the beginning. I think there's so much more that's gonna happen from this besides just having it integrated into your phone, but also within your home, right? You can ask it to do things just like Google Home or Alexa can do it now, but way more integrated and way better. So I'm really excited for the future of AI. I'm a nerd and techie when it comes to this. Let's move on to the next app here because I could talk about ChatGPT and AI for days. Honestly, one of the best apps that you can use for self-development is the Skool app. Now, I love this. I've been obsessed with this app lately because with this, you have access to communities all over the world. Anything from how to make money to anime communities to, of course, a community for men who get together to improve themselves. We started this community not that long ago, and we only let in guys who are serious about it. And we already have over 3,000 people who meet on Zoom or in person. It's so cool to see all of that content here every single day. I mean, you have guys asking for fashion tips, giving hairstyle advice, guys helping each other get in shape, make more money, get more dates. It's just so addicting to go into this app every day. It pumps me up, it motivates me to do better every single day. You should definitely join if that sounds like something that you would want. Hit the first link in the description and you can use the app or you can just do it on your desktop. The community is called Men's Image Lab and it's open today. Besides that, I also use Notion. I'm sure you guys have heard of Notion before if you haven't used it yet, but it's basically to keep track of my to-do lists, especially shared to-do lists. For example, that's where I have a list of projects for my executive assistant. She can go in there, she can go see what she needs to do. She can have different pages for different projects. She actually built out the whole thing because I'm not gonna lie, Notion is kind of hard to learn at first and to build the page, but once it's done, it gets a lot easier. So I mean, you can see here, we have everything from data asset management, brand hub, control panel, you know, to my New York optometrist and restaurants in Nice. She was helping me get reservations while I was out there. I mean, there's just so much that you can do with Notion. It's extremely customizable, and that's what I love the most about it, but also that's what makes it really difficult to use at first. And the learning curve is kind of tough, but once you get it, it's really, really helpful. As a young entrepreneur nowadays, you have to learn how to use these apps to your advantage, these services. You have Asana, Notion, Workday, Trello, Slack, Glue. There are so many apps out there that are extremely helpful and they're gonna help you just propel yourself to the next level, right? Why not use this? This is the best tool at your disposal. So Notion is absolutely incredible. They just came out with a new AI tool that I haven't used yet, but so far I've been loving using it and my assistant keeps track of everything through there. So highly, highly recommended. I mean, besides that, I also definitely use Notes. I'm not gonna open my Notes app here because there's definitely a lot of just thoughts and brain dumps into my Notes app. I probably use it way too much. I have thousands and thousands of notes. I keep just journal. I write random thoughts. I take notes when I'm listening to audiobook. Anytime that I'm somewhere and somebody says something, a quote that I want to remember for later, I take notes there. I write some of my scripts for these videos on Notes while I'm on the go. I mean, Notes, I know it comes standard on the iPhone, but it's extremely, extremely helpful, so I use it all the time. Another app that I've talked about a lot here on the channel is Whoop. And it's still one of my favorite apps on my phone. If you follow me for a while, then you know that I've worn a Whoop, which is a fitness tracker. I have it on my bicep right now for like 3 years, or maybe over 3 years now. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. It just tells you how you slept. I got 7 hours and 47 minutes of sleep, which is pretty good. I mean, I woke up at 7 o'clock today, which is a little later than usual. Went to bed at 10:16, right? I mean, I'm really trying to be healthy in the best way possible here. So I worked out today. This was my workout. I did 8 exercises, 16 sets total. It was a 40-minute workout, quick one today. This is really good data. I love waking up and seeing all of this data on my Whoop. I also have a link for a free Whoop if you want to get it, so you just pay the subscription. You don't have to pay for the device, and I'll link that in the description below. Now, something you guys might have noticed on my phone is this Duolingo app, and I speak Portuguese, but I don't speak Spanish. My Spanish is pretty low, but they're kind of similar, right? So I want to be good in Spanish. Necesito aprender español. Yo hablo portugués, pero no es lo mismo. So I want to learn. Duolingo is great for that. Just getting me over the hump so I can feel more confident when I'm speaking to someone in Spanish. An app that I use every single day without fail is frame.io. And this is an absolutely incredible app for you guys if you do any sort of video content, right? So, I mean, I have these are all my editors and they have different edits in here. So you can click on them and then you can see this is the video, this is what it looks like. And what I absolutely love about frame.io is that I can go into one of my videos, I can click on it, and then if there's any mistakes or anything that I want to change in the video creative-wise, I can just literally tap onto it, like this. Then I can just go in here and I can just say crop in here and send it, right? Boom. Now my editor gets that notification and he knows exactly what to do with the video. I mean, this is extremely, extremely helpful. It saves us a lot of time just back and forth communicating with our editors. We don't have to hop on a call. We don't have to send a Slack message. We just put it into frame. They get the notification and then we just send them, hey, we did all of the notes for this video, go through all of the edits and send us the final version, right? And then we get the final version. We look at it one more time. If there's any little mistakes, we can send more notes, so on and so forth. So it really cuts a lot of time from that back and forth with your editors if you do any video content and if you have a remote team. Next, right next to Frame here, we have my Shopify app, we have the Amazon seller, and then we have the Seller Central for TikTok. I mean, these are apps that I use all the time as well. I'm not gonna go into them, but basically these apps are for Forte series, my men's grooming line. So this is where I keep track of all of our sales, all of our products, all of our launches. These are apps that I use all the time. Let me give you my thoughts on the new iPhone because I know that a lot of you are contemplating upgrading to the new iPhone. So I got the 16 Pro. This is not the Max, it's the 16 Pro, natural titanium, 512 gigabytes. And honestly, there's really no major difference until I think Apple Intelligence comes out. The camera is amazing, right? And I use it all the time, so it is really, really good. The case, by the way, is from Arc. I really like the case. I think it's cool. I hope it protects my phone if it falls. And I do like that you can customize the app, so I can just hold here, edit, and then customize. And then I can just do like tinted, choose a color that I want, and basically just change the colors of all of my apps. Right? I actually like to keep it into this dark mode, which makes it look pretty cool. I think it's pretty sleek. But honestly, are you gonna pay to upgrade your phone just because of little things like that? I don't think so. Camera's amazing. I will say the extra button on the side here is actually kind of annoying. It gets in the way once in a while, and it's not very intuitive. It's a little bit hard to use. I upgrade my phone every year. I like having the latest tech. I need my phone for content, for business, so I want the best, the newest. But I think it's pretty obvious that unless you have an iPhone 12 or 13, there's really no major reason to upgrade your phone right now. I'd actually wait until the 17 comes out next year, which is supposed to be a much bigger leap in technology and a change in design. But we'll wait and see. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.